From KTVN, this is 2 News Nevada, Morning Edition.
Good Thursday morning, everybody, and thank you for starting your day with us. I'm Kyle Louder.
I'm Michaela Hardy. Listen to this one. Parts of northern Nevada could have their power shut off tomorrow due to projected high winds that could increase fire danger.
Yep, so heads up here, NV Energy issuing a Public Safety Outage Management Watch, or PSOM, for South Carson City, Genoa, and Glenbrook. This would affect a little more than 700 people. And again, this is tomorrow. An outage is likely to happen between 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. NV Energy says the power being shut off would help prevent power lines and other equipment from sparking and causing a wildfire. So with that, we'll check in with Angela Schilling now, our meteorologist, for an update on your forecast. Hi, Angela.
Yeah, good morning. Still going to be windy this afternoon, and it still is windy in spots even this morning. Not for all of us. For most of us, winds are much lighter, but up in the high Sierra, Washoe Valley, still some wind out there, and it will get windy for all of us again this afternoon. Even though we'll be in the lower 60s today, it will feel cooler because of the wind, but it will be dry today with a mix of sun and clouds. Here's a look at some of the peak wind gusts here from Wednesday. 41 mile-per-hour wind gusts out of the Reno Airport, 107 up at Slide Mountain, Fallon 52, Nixon 94, Washoe City and Minden made it up to 81 in terms of wind speeds yesterday. This morning, winds are much lighter overall, anywhere between about 5 to 20 miles per hour, but they'll pick up later today and into Friday. There is a wind advisory up for northern Washoe County. It begins tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and goes through midnight. Sustained winds anywhere between 20 to 30, gusts up to 55. Wind does make it feel cooler, and most of us this morning are in the 40s, but 55 already in Carson City, where there is some wind there. We'll have more wind to contend with tomorrow as this atmospheric river moves further south. This morning it's moving through Portland and Seattle, but that's what we'll be moving through on Friday. All the details coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Angela. We are following a developing story this morning. Authorities are investigating a plane crash in Silver Springs that hospitalized 2 people. The Lyon County Sheriff's Office says this happened yesterday afternoon in a dirt lot north of US 50, just up the road from the Silver Springs Airport. A dog that was on that plane is alive and is being treated by a veterinarian. No one on the ground was hurt and no buildings in that area were damaged. This is an active investigation, so we will of course keep you all updated as we learn more. And a motorcycle rider is dead after a crash in Elko. This happened last Thursday in the intersection of Frontage Road and Idaho Street. The Nevada Department of Public Safety says a truck was turning left off Frontage Road when it hit a motorcycle driving the opposite way. The rider, identified as Martin Vides, died at the scene.
New details. The Washoe County Medical Examiner's Office has identified a motorcycle rider that died in a crash last week. They've been identified as 26-year-old Angel Orozco Quintana of Reno. They say on Saturday, Orozco Quintana died after being hit by a car on South McCarran Boulevard near Kitsky Lane.
And Elko County deputies have opened up a homicide investigation after finding human remains near Devil's Gate. Police say based on the condition of the remains, they could not determine how long they had been there or identify who they belonged to. The medical examiner will be conducting a full autopsy to figure out how the person died and who they are. So if you have any information that can help, please contact the sheriff's office at the number right there on your screen. Also, deputies in California have identified remains found last March in Nevada City. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office says they belonged to 55-year-old Aaron Sloan Taylor, who they found off of a hiking trail back on March 25th. An autopsy is being conducted to determine a cause of death. However, deputies do not think the death is suspicious.
In Crime Beat, a man fired shots in self-defense during an alleged road rage incident in Fernley this week. Lyon County deputies say on Monday, the suspect, identified as Austin Baker, attacked someone he thought had cut off his wife in traffic several days before. They say he hit the other driver in the face and head, and the victim fired 2 shots at him to scare him away. The deputies later found Baker and arrested him. He is facing several charges, including battery and aggravated stalking. Also, Truckee police are looking for someone accused of firing a gun inside a home and killing a dog. It happened on December 9th within a residential area on Deerfield Drive. Police believe the person on your screen is responsible. He's between 18 to 20 years old, is about 5 feet 7 inches tall, and weighs around 170 pounds. He has short black hair and a mustache. Anyone that might know who this is can call Truckee police at the number on your screen.
And we'll take a look around the nation this morning to Los Angeles. Today, Nick Reiner remains behind bars after his first court appearance on charges that he murdered his parents, director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. Nick is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder with special circumstances and a special allegation for allegedly using a knife in the killings. The coroner reports that both died over the weekend from multiple sharp force injuries. A motive is still unclear at this time, and Nick is being held without bail. He's due back at court next month. And up next on 2 News Nevada.
Another land bill is trying to make its way through Capitol Hill. What this would do for Carson City.
President Trump dives into the economy in his primetime address. I'm Jared Hill with his rosy pitch to the nation as he places blame on his predecessor for weak spots nearly a year into his term.